You guys thought that there would only be one poster for Fairy Tale? Well, look at this! Look! There's Astrid. Here's Cat. Here's Taro and Vitalis. You can get all these posters on Teespring, but not just that. There's more. We got shirts. Look at it. Look at them. On top of that, there's a sticker. A sticker. Why don't you go ahead to my Teespring store and get yourself some decent merch? Also, I brought pockets if it's back. Go get him.
Before the video starts, I would like to ask that you guys subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell for notifications, leave a comment down below, and like the video. I would heavily appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. The content within this video is not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
You figure out anything yet?
Well, unlike you, I don't really know this thing, and I'm kind of learning on the fly.
Guess that quantum physics degree isn't really useful to you right now, is it?
Oh no, it's actually pretty helpful. I'm understanding a lot more about this one than the other one. Turns out those two are actually very different.
What?
Well, the first portal at Brian's place is a bit different than this one.
Well, how so?
Reading signatures are completely off. Everything about it is completely different, if I'm being quite honest. There's a control panel. It has a bit more connectivity with other places. Has there been anything of interest that came out of that thing before? Besides those twisted damn animatronics?
Well, there was this 80s world. It was rather interesting, if I'm being honest.
80s world. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. I need a bit of a break from it anyways.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be busy with this all day.
I have other things to worry about. And besides, I'm understanding more about that thing at pretty much every hour on the hour. How long's it been? 2 hours? I think I'm good for now anyways.
So, you're throwing in the towel already.
I'm not throwing in the towel. I think I've already figured out a bunch of things for it already. Might have figured out how to disconnect it if I'm being honest.
Davis?
Your door is rather crap.
Hey, bro. He's right. Your door is rather crap.
It's a door, Molten.
You look a lot different.
Oh, yeah, this is my new work attire.
I see that.
And
How are
you
you
look,
alive?
good too. That's a bit of a tricky question.
Portal, right? Pat told me about it.
It's more than the portal, actually.
Is it really?
You see, I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting to see you right now. What are you even doing here?
Oh, I'm turning it off.
Oh, that's what I came here to do, actually.
Really? Well, I guess we both have interest in turning that damn thing off.
Yeah.
But from what Spaghetti Man told me is that something's connecting to it and forcing it back on.
What?
It's like the thing before, if you remember that, Brian.
I do, but how is that?
I don't know. If I'm being quite honest, I don't really know what connection could be happening right now.
Whatever it is.
I know this is confusing, Davis.
Well, I know. It's a bit baffling. Remember the first time I came to your
Impossible.
place and
I
saw
know.
that portal?
I know. I shouldn't be alive. Realistically, I know. And it still baffles me that I'm still here.
You are a walking corpse to me, Bryan.
The thing is, I mean, I actually did die.
That's
But-
what I was told.
A part of me was in Showtime Steve. I really wasn't Steve in the mind of Steve, or my head. It's
Yeah.
confusing.
I'm not sure if you
But
remember, but I
essentially-
think I was there for that portion.
Right, you remember that I kind of talked to you.
A little bit. It was weird.
So what ended up happening is, well, Steve went into the lab down below of Star Mall in the pizzeria, and, well, he kind of went into his own head, and he kind of searched for me, and then he found me. And then I kind of awoken up, and I told Steve that I knew where my body was. And it was in the portal, a certain area of coordinates.
Portal.
When I died, a part of me was kind of broken too. One in Steve and one left behind in the portal.
Your body was stuffed into Steve. You're not talking about your body.
It's kind of complicated. It's like I separated two of myselves into different directions. One when I came out of the portal and one left behind in the portal.
No, a
And
part
while
of you
Steve-
died in there, didn't it?
I mean, yes, but the soul that I had remained was still in Steve. So what ended up happening is Steve found me in my head at the first pizzeria location. I just was in this endless loop with Opie. And
Boy,
then
real-
they got me out. They went back into the portal and they
So-
kind of transferred myself back onto my soul into that body. And then, well, that's how I came back out. I know it sounds a lot really crazy when you hear it, but it's really what happened.
You know, Bryan, I got a degree in quantum physics, right? That's probably one of the most confusing fields you could ever study. And that confuses me. You're
I know.
alive, and that's great. Look, I like the fact that you're back. I'm kind of angry, actually, that you're back, too. It's a bit complicated, if I'm being honest.
Angry.
Well, I mourned for you, Bryan.
Everybody mourned for me.
What about your
I
parents?
knew anyways. They don't know.
Did they... What, did they think you
I
were on
don't
sabbatical or
exactly-
something?
We just haven't been on speaking term for years. I'd rather just not talk about that.
Okay, fine. Their parents, whatever. Don't want to talk about them. You realize what this looks like, Bryan. You disappeared.
I know, and I took care of it already. Well,
Took care. All right. You had a meeting with Vindy, right? He told me a little bit about that.
you know Dr. Vindy?
Do I know Dr. Vindy?
Well, Davis,
Bryan-
I just came back. I thought you had left everything behind. I didn't. You were
No,
the last
you-
person I was going
you
to
weren't
see
there.
here today.
You weren't there. Yeah, I know Dr. Vindy. He was CFO for a bit while I was still acting CEO.
Right. Okay.
I talked to him. I kind of got out of the business, coming back in because I'm going to be a bit more of an investor and I want to get rid of that damn thing.
Molten?
No, why would I be pointing to
Well,
him?
you look that way. I just assumed.
I'm in the
I'm like,
direction of the portal, Bryan.
well, the direction of the portal is actually that way, but that doesn't matter. Are you sure? It's just the portal's kind of a tricky thing.
Isn't it a tricky thing, Bryan?
It's just better not to be said to anybody else.
I know a lot more about portals than I'd care to admit. Remember your first one? I studied a bit of that. I almost knew exactly everything about it. This one is completely different. It's not the same. Something's changed with this one.
Changed? Like recently changed, or?
I don't know. There's not really a log thing I can look into. Your first portal, and at your first location, by the way, was different.
Yeah.
It was simpler. This one's 10 times, 100 times more advanced. It's not going to be
Yeah, I
like a
know.
light switch. I can get it off. I need time, and I need patience, and I need this place to stay open.
Wait. Freddy Land?
Yeah, really, it's a good cover for now, why I'm here. I can't exactly come here on my time off when, like, I don't know, Six Flags has this place.
Well, I mean, that's what I went to go talk to Dr. Vindy about, was to bring back Freddy Land and for me to get my pizzeria back, although...
Your old one?
No. The Star Mall one.
Oh, yeah. Well, Pat told me a bit about that one, too.
I hate that guy.
Why?
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 I don't know. When Showtime Steve went to go into the portal, he shot him. The guy's a lunatic. He's crazy.
I would have shot
Thinks he
Showtime
owns-
Steve.
You,
Think about it very carefully right now, Brian. Anything and everything that has come out of that portal has never been beneficial, ever. When was the last time anything actually helped? Pat was
Hey.
probably just scared. And I get that. I was terrified when I first saw your first portal.
who wasn't? But it's different now.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm not the same person I was before.
Yeah, well, no, of course. Yeah, I can tell. You got glasses.
That's not what I mean. Just because I have a new outfit.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean-
Just a joke.
I see things in a different perspective now.
Of course you do. You have glasses on.
Not like that. And now that I only have 50% ownership of my pizzeria, I have to work with that
They
guy.
gave you 50? Wow, okay.
I thought I was getting mine back. I mean, I still possibly can.
No,
Dr.
I'm going to be
Vinny is
honest.
looking at the
I
paperwork
wouldn't have
that
given you
Moulton
anything
and I...
back.
Nothing.
You were gone for years. You're lucky you got anything, man. This park needs... But onto more important issues, I guess. This park needs to stay open.
Yes, that's what I was trying to tell Dr. Vindy. I have ideas. I have plans. It's just I don't have
Money.
any money.
That's where I kind of come in, Brian.
You?
Well, I left the place. I went into stocks. I just have a bit of liquidity in my account right now. It'll be
You
enough to
have
help
a
run
ton
this
of
place.
money, basically.
I have a, well, small fortune, yeah.
Have
I
ever
don't
known?
exactly like going around rubbing into people's noses.
Right, of course.
I can help keep this park running, but I'm going to be taking a bit more of a hands-on approach, unlike other investors.
Okay. Wait, does that mean you're gonna work for, or being just an investor for Freddy Fazbear's now?
I'm not investing in Freddy Fazbear's. I'm investing in certain locations of Freddy Fazbear's.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to try to keep this place open. You got to make sure this place gets profit. That's all I need to really worry about for the most part. If you have any
I can
questions
do that.
about that, I can probably answer them. I'm certain I'm going to have my little
the portal?
bodyguard. Yeah.
I don't need questions, Davis. I know a lot about the portal.
Okay.
I still have some sort of connection towards it. I won't lie. But it's not like
You have a
before.
connection.
it's complicated. Like,
Is it like an
if-
addiction?
no, it's more of like I could feel the portal. anytime I'm close to it, my hands tingle. Like if I'm a part of it. It's confusing. I don't know
Brian?
how to explain it.
When you can, I'm gonna want to run some blood tests.
Did you get a medical degree as well?
No. Not one for anything. Just, I want to get some blood tests done. I know a guy.
Okay. I mean, I feel perfectly fine. But I guess it wouldn't hurt.
To check, probably not.
Okay,
Look,
Steve.
everything will be fine here. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna go home and get a drink. Or something.
What do you think about Dr. Vindy? Like, personally, like, what do you think of him?
Dr. Vindy is a person that will stab you in the back if it means making a profit. And that's me being very honest with you, Brian. He can be very beneficial, he can be helpful. But if he sees that you aren't helpful back to him, or if you're just draining money out of his pocket, he will cut you loose. And he'll let you drown.
That's what I need to do. Pat is show that he has that side, and maybe he'll kick him to the curb, and then I'll get my pizzeria back fully.
What is with you and hating Pat?
I don't like him.
Don't
He
like
thinks
him.
he just owns the place. Like, he thinks I haven't sacrificed and I don't care about the pizza.
Brian, he's ran that place for years. You're basically just showing up and taking his job.
It was never his to even begin with.
Who else would it have been? If it wasn't for him, your animatronics probably would have been scrapped. Showtime Steve included.
I don't know, someone. I don't like him. And I won't change my attitude towards that.
Alright, whatever you want, man. I'm not gonna say anything or even try to justify your bull crap to you.
Awfully quiet today, Molten.
Oh, I'm just enjoying the show. I don't really have much else to add to this conversation.
He likes to watch. Loves to watch, really.
Is there anything, have you seen anything about Glitch Trap, Molten?
Currently, no. Nothing. Everything's gone, or not even.
Glitch trap.
Okay. Oh, it's the thing that killed me. We think it's still alive, but we're not quite sure.
For the love
The only
of God,
person...
just kill it if you find it. Don't try any friendship crap like you did with the Twisteds.
That's the plan. And, well, funny you say that. Twisted Bonnie is now Glamrock Bonnie, and, well, we have another one named, what? Did Molten not tell you?
Hmm?
I guess I'll tell you. Twisted Bonnie is now Glamrock Bonnie. Rockstar Foxy died and now is Glamrock Foxy.
Didn't
and
like
now
that one anyways. But whatever.
Yeah, neither did I. And now I've created a new Helpy, Glamrock Helpy. It's not like the original, but it's more attributed to our needs.
Should I mention the other animatronics that came from your head, quote unquote?
Oh, that's another
What
story.
the hell is he talking about?
It's a long story, but basically when Showtime Steve was in my head, he sort of met these two individuals that are apparently the good and bad side of me, and they were formed as animatronics. And Steve, in order to find me, even made a promise to them and got their code and sent them to Freddy Fazbear's to, well, be made into
Brian?
animatronics. And now they're Sundrop and
Brian?
Moondrop, and they're really tall and creepy and...
Brian,
What?
I'm not... Okay, so in quantum physics, we're taught about a lot of things. And one of them is the conservation of matter. Okay? You're... If that was the case where it was just good and bad side taken straight out of your head, why would you be here mentally?
I don't know. I mean, Showtime Theater said that they got their code and that they uploaded it and they sent it, but
code? Your brain isn't coded. Keep an eye out on them, alright?
okay. It is kind of weird now that I think about it.
Look, I gotta head home. It's pretty late over here right now, and I am tired, and I want to get a drink, okay?
Yeah, I'm just here to grab some stuff.
Alright. Don't worry, I don't need an escort out. Just hang out with Brian, I guess, Molten. Feel like walking anyways. Good luck, Brian.
Bye, Davis. And it was nice seeing you again. Familiar face.
Huh. Lack thereof, you mean?